It's me again. It's been a little minute since I've been on here. I actually had a birthday on the 22nd, so I took some time for myself. As always, every year I do that. I just kind of treat myself and do a little self-care, self-healing, whatever, just go out and do things by myself. And it's always better that way. Like, I just love it. Honestly, I'm never on anyone else's time, and it's just nothing but me. So I enjoyed it, to say the least. So today, this video is actually inspired by one of my subscribers, and I don't know if they know it or not, but there were some things that they said that really made me think about other things. And as always, things in my life are always so synchronized that that actually was like a opener for another conversation that I was having, and kind of sort of along the same lines, and it just all tied into one. And so it also made me think, and it just became more content for me. It just all came together. So I'm naming this video I Get Out of All of Your Boxes, because if you've heard that song by Lauryn Hill, sorry, it's a song by Lauryn Hill, and it's called I Get Out of All of Your Boxes. And the way I interpreted that song is by breaking down all of the expectations that others have placed upon you, and all of these titles, names, whatever they see your destiny as, all of those things that others take upon themselves to take care of for you. Even though it's your life, it seems as though some people tend to think they have a certain kind of control over your life, right? And so, for one, I want to mention that I'm in no way a technical person. And so my videos will be very vague. I mean, not vague, but they'll be very, what am I looking for? What's the word I'm looking for? The word will be, oh my goodness, it's right there on the tip of my tongue. What am I trying to say? Let's just say straightforward. You see how not technical I am? I'm not technical. I don't try to go out here using all these crazy big words, and yeah, that just sums up my point right there. So anyway, back to what I was saying, or the point that I was trying to make. My videos will not and are not intended to be technical. So all I'm trying to do here, and all I am intending to do, is just share my experience with you, okay? As I receive it, as I go through it, I want to also share that with you, because I know that you're also going through the same thing, and that it may not resonate with everybody, It's okay. So what that drove me to was to talk about just how I see things, as far as religion and just my perspective on certain things, and what I choose to and to not believe in. So for one, let's touch on the I Get Out of All Your Boxes. I am not the one who claims really anything. Labels are a form of separation to me. I don't claim a religion for the simple fact that I don't want to be limited. I truly believe that I am an infinite being, and that there are no limitations on anything in life that you do, or to any type of knowledge or beliefs pertaining to one doctrine. I believe that there is no, and again, disclaimer, these are my beliefs. This is my channel. You know, I choose to have this channel to be able to express myself freely. I do not believe that there is one doctrine or one religion that completely explains it all. I believe that there are many truths in several different religions, and they all meet at some point saying the exact same thing. So to me, it's not fair to say that my God is better than your God, or my religion is better than your religion. I truly believe that there is one God, and it is the God of the universe that sees all, knows all, and it's truly whoever you perceive that as being. While I have the chance to, I just want to jump in here really quick and expand on the fact that I believe that there is one God, and from that one God, I believe that we are, as a collective, reflections of Him or her. Nobody, I mean, how do you can put pieces and pieces together and come up with your own conclusion as to what exactly what they exemplify, and their features and everything. But however, once I let go of religion is when I was able to fully exalt myself into the power and the presence of God, and really dive deep into just how magnificent and wonderful and all-knowing and all-powerful that is to me. I don't like the restrictions that religion puts on God, because my God is greater than any box that it tries to fit God in. And that's my truth, and that's what I choose to believe in, so enjoy the next clip. Now, I want to choose my words wisely, because I know this is a very sensitive topic. I choose not to identify myself with anything. If it feels good to me, and if it's doing good to the world, and it's not causing any harm or not excluding anyone or anything, I'm all for it. That's what I believe in. I believe in the collect. If you really want to just get down to it, if you want to get technical, I believe in the collective existence of this world. I believe that we are all here evolving as one, and really that's what I truly believe we were sent here to do. And it's not until we started to really compartmentalize ourselves into these different religions and different belief systems, and just separating ourselves. it just simply doesn't make sense to me. And, you know, there's so many things that you can call it, you know? You can call it whatever you want. But I can tell you that this is what I choose to believe in, and this is what makes sense to me. If believing that makes me a horrible person, then hey, I'll be that. I'll be a horrible person for choosing not to claim something. I don't like titles. I don't want to say titles. Well, it doesn't matter. I don't like labels. Like, I really don't know exactly how else to put it other than it being that simple. There was something else that I wanted to touch on in this video, and I can't think about it right now. But that's something that was really just kind of heavy on my chest. And also, I think it's coming. I was talking to my dad the other day, and we were just kind of chopping it up about like how I act as far as, or how I respond to things as far as like contacting people and or choosing not to speak to people at certain times. So this is what I'm getting at. People call me and text me all the time, you know. But it's not every time that I respond or reply or call back, because I've realized how to gain control of my sanity. So stay with me. I've learned how to put things off for later. If I'm not in the right headspace, if I don't feel it to talk to that person or do that thing in that moment. And I think it's not until you understand your energy and how to allow it to kind of guide you. And what I mean by that is like your gut feeling, you know, that resistance that you sometimes get or feel. And just whenever your body talks to you, your body does talk to you. And it literally can rule out a lot of things that you just force upon yourself because you feel obligated to do it in that moment. If somebody calls you and you're not in the right headspace, or you just don't feel like talking to that person right now, you don't have to answer. You don't have to text back at that time. If that bothers that person, or if they just don't understand why you won't want to talk to them or don't want to talk to them in that given moment, that's something that they have to deal with. That's something that they're that's something that they need to. That car was about to really go at a red light. But anyway, that's something that they need to deal with within themselves, right? Because I do this all the time. You know, I won't call back right away. I won't text back right away. But trust me, when I do, you'll get who I truly am to you, you know? Like you will get that conversation. You'll get that message, or you know, you'll just receive me in my truth, you know. And I've also learned in doing that, like I've also learned how to also ask others, like, hey, are you good? Like, can we talk? Or is now a good time? That's how you can say, is now a good time? Because simply saying that can give someone now the option of whether they want to talk to you right then and there or not. Now, if they say yeah and they still don't really want to talk to you, that's That's cool. You know, not everybody understands or has the heart to say no, now is not a good time, can we do this later? But that's cool. At least you gave them the option, you know. It's really just putting it out there that matters. So here it is. I touched on 2 things in this video. One is just getting out of all your boxes, as far as just doing away with labels and letting you know exactly what it is that I choose to believe in and why. What it means to me to just be free, because that's truly what it boils down to, is being free and not feeling as if you're obligated to any one thing. Because tell me this, please tell me this, and if you can answer this question, all power to you. What one thing explains it all? Is there any one thing that explains it all? And it's the day that I realized or decided, man, this just, and it's to the point where it was just so mind-boggling to me. Like, sorry guys, I'm about to back up. It was just so mind-boggling to me, because I'm like, dude, all these years, like all my life, nobody asked this question, or like nobody really wanted to kind of see or understand like what else there is. Or, you know, I feel like by doing that, we just limit ourselves. And I mean, I'm an Aquarius sun, so already like I'm a rebel to any type of tradition and just like social norms, societal norms. You know, it's just like, I'm just like, no, I get out because I want to know the truth. I took that pill. Like, I want to know the answers. And I've started seeing the world more different the moment I like woke up and just opened my eyes to everything. And so, you know, I just choose to believe in what makes sense to me. And if it has a name, it has a name. If it doesn't have a name, oh well. You know, I'm not trying to claim anything. I feel as though, you know, me labeling myself as something restricts myself. It's a restriction, and I'm in no way, shape, fashion, or form restricted. I am going to live this life abundantly and truly live in my truth. And that's what I want to encourage everyone to do, you know? Just because, I'm sorry if you guys heard that. That was so rude of me. Who? If you guys are just feeling like there's got to be something else, or you know, something just isn't making sense to you, you are in no way obligated, or you can change your path. Your destiny is in your hands. And you should never feel as though you have to do something because your family did it, or that's what you grew up into, and that's what you grew up around, and that's just who you are. But trust me, it's not who you are. Once you come here, the day you have a living, breathing conscience is the day that you start to determine who you are, because you determine who you will be in this world and who you will be to others. And once you do that, you will now be more of a blessing and more of a gift to others. Your existence, your mere existence, will now become and be a gift to others. Like, everyone here has something to share with someone else. Everyone here has something within them that someone else needs. But not all of us yet have tapped into that or are willing, because I guess it's scary. I don't know, to some people. And I don't want to go off on a whim here, but dialing it back in. I just want to keep all my videos in what I'm talking about. So, once again, I have covered two things: getting out of your box and the other thing. Okay, guys, so yeah, the second thing that I was gonna say that I touched on in this video is, yeah, my video, is just compartmentalizing your energy, basically. You know, knowing when you have it to give to others and when you don't, because whenever you do that, you now gain control of your sanity. You know, you now have that to give to others. Whenever you just don't feel like talking or just dealing with someone, you don't have to. You know, I mean, it's just because they call you or text you doesn't mean that you have to respond or reply back then. So that's the other thing that I wanted to say that I touched on in this video. That pretty much wraps it up for this video. Just gonna say, guys, take care of yourself. Really, truly, take care of yourself, because the moment you start taking care of yourself, you take care of the world. Because now, anyone who you come into, who come into contact with you, they receive that energy. You know, they receive that goodness and all of the care and love and attention that you've given yourself. So when you first begin to start taking care of yourself, you don't even have to worry about if everybody else is going to be good. If you're that kind of person, you know, if you're like me, I'm constantly worrying about others more than I am myself sometimes. And so, me just really making sure that I'm good, it automatically takes care of the world and those around me. And I truly, and that is okay with me. Like, I can deal with that, you know? And so that's all I wanted to say, guys. I'm getting this like really good energy feeling, like, and then the sun just came out. Like, I could cry right now. I don't know what, like, all day it's been just dreary, and like, I wish I could turn it around, but kind of something like that. But like, all day it's been gray and like it's gonna rain or snow or something, and now the sun is just shining and just, it's so pretty. I don't know, man, this is just gorgeous. I love life. I love when things happen this way and when my energy is received. Like, these are signs to me. Like, all of this these are signs. Let me end this video before I get all emotional and stuff. I'm a Cancer rising, Gemini moon. Like, my emotions are everywhere right now. This is crazy. Oh my goodness, this is so beautiful. But thank you guys for watching. If you haven't subscribed already, please do that. And I will see you in the next video. See ya.